Hi, I'm Tracey Lee, your leading health and nutrition coach and molecular biologist. I've consulted with hundreds of people around the world on their human journey. So if you're a seeker looking for answers, information and knowledge, you'll find it here. Come on a journey with me as I explore the science, the physical body, and the cognitive and energetic space of what it really means to be human. Okay, welcome back everyone. And today I've got an awesome episode for you guys. It's all about testosterone and some simple body hacks that you can do. If your testosterone is on the decline, let's get that baby back up. So I'm going to give you some tips and tools and strategies that you can use and put in place right now. And hopefully we can get these levels back up, because do you know what? Studies are now showing that testosterone in men is on the decline, people. I mean, why is that? What is happening? Okay, now I know what's happening, but we're going to talk about it, okay? And just some simple things that you can do to get your levels back up, or maybe your partner's levels back up as well. So, first of all, I think it's really important to not just assume that everyone knows what testosterone is. So let's talk about what testosterone is, how much testosterone is needed for men, and then what you can do to increase your testosterone levels. So you can actually test your testosterone levels. You can actually go have a saliva or a blood test. And, you know, these are relatively quite simple things. So if it's not something you've done before and you're kind of curious as to know what's actually happening with your body, which you should be, it's a very quick and easy test to have. And it will give you a good indicator, a good kind of benchmark of where you're sitting at the moment. Maybe there's too much, maybe there's too little, maybe it's perfect, but definitely want to check that out. All right. So, and can you increase, can you have too much testosterone? Yes, you actually can. You know, so symptoms, now this is the thing, right? People think, you need to have really high testosterone levels if you want really good sperm, but that's actually not the case. You can have too much testosterone, and the symptoms of that can actually be a low sperm count, okay? We can also have issues with impotency, okay? We can have an enlarged prostate, acne, weight gain, fluid retention. All of these things come into play when our testosterone levels can be too high. So I do think it is important to just go and have a blood test, or it is a saliva test too, and you can check this information out and know either way. So let's get to it. Yeah. So testosterone is a primary sex hormone for men. Okay. So it plays a fundamental role in male reproduction, the male reproductive organs such as the testes, the prostates, and is super important in promoting sexual characteristics such as muscle and bone density and hair, those sorts of things. It's obviously needed as well for good, strong libido. Okay, and sperm production. So most men typically produce, or should be producing, about 5 to 7 milligrams per day. Okay, so this is very different to women. Women, we do not produce that much testosterone, okay? We maybe release a tiny bit of testosterone, and when I say a small amount, that's usually about 0.3 milligrams per day. So men, 5 to 7 milligrams, women 0.3 milligrams. Okay, we have very different hormones at play. Okay, women have progesterone and estrogen, and testosterone is obviously super important in fertility. Okay, it's including a man's sex drive and helping his testes to make sperm. Healthy, strong swimming sperm, that is, require heavy levels of testosterone. But what we're actually seeing now, and what our studies are actually showing us, is that there is a decline of about 20% in testosterone levels. Okay, and this is a reflection of not that many years ago as well, I might want to add. This is extremely concerning, and we do need to take action on this quick smart, right? Because we want, especially if we're looking to have babies or just as general health, okay, for men, we need to have healthy levels of testosterone to see us through our entire lifetime. So it's very important. And one of the things I want to flag with you guys is that, did you know that testosterone is actually synthesized or created in the body from cholesterol? I'm just going to drop that bomb because I know that there's there's a misinformation. I feel like misinformation is a word that gets used all of the time now, right? I don't actually know an alternative off the top of my head, but there is this misconception that cholesterol is necessarily bad for you. But cholesterol is the backbone of your hormones. It's the backbone of testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone. Okay, so we actually need cholesterol. It just depends how much cholesterol we're getting and where we're sourcing it from. So healthy fats. Okay, are you actually having healthy fats? And what does that look like? What sort of fats are healthy? And we're going to talk about that in a little bit. And cholesterol is something that's super interesting. It's used in the body, in multiple ways. It's also used to create vitamin D. And I talk about this so much. I'm sure you guys get sick of how much I talk about vitamin D and how important it is, but cholesterol gets a bad rap. But if you didn't have cholesterol, you wouldn't be able to make vitamin D. That is a fact, okay? The UVB light comes in through the atmosphere, penetrates your skin, binds to cholesterol, travels to the liver, and is synthesized into vitamin D. That's what happens. So I really encourage you guys to do some research and to find out some of this information yourself. Don't ever just take it from me. I'm always saying that to people. Don't ever just take what I say as fact either. Like, do your own research and explore all of these things so that you can feel 100% confident that you are on the right track with your health, because your health is your best investment. All right, so let's get to some of the ways we can increase our testosterone level. So if this is you and you are actually on the declining side right now, don't worry, okay? Let's try and turn this baby around. Let's get those testosterone levels up, and here are some tips for you. So number one, and I've got 8 of them, by the way, so I'm sure some of these are going to be helpful for you. Fats, like I said before. Eat healthy fats, okay? Cholesterol is the backbone to your testosterone, and this applies to us ladies as well, estrogen and progesterone. So you have to eat healthy fats, because if you don't, your body can't make the hormones it needs. It's like that for any sort of chemistry, I might add. So minerals and vitamins and things like that. Magnesium, sodium, potassium, these are all transporter molecules that let things in and out of cells. So if you don't have them floating around in your body to grab onto and actually make things happen, nothing happens. Okay, and the body goes into survival strategy, and it goes, okay, well, what can I use as an alternative? And it finds other things it's not supposed to use. So what are some of the healthy fats that you can pop into your body and give it a bit of a boost? Olive oils, ghee, lard, butter. Eat the fat on your meat. I know, and you're like shaking your head right now. Some of you will be. I feel like some of you will be going, yes, I feel you. And yes, because I've had this, I know exactly what you're saying. And other people are going, but no, that totally goes against what I've been told before. So again, do your research. Avocado, but I just want to highlight, because avocado gets thrown out there all the time as a healthy fat, but it can actually cause you to have a histamine surge, and that's an inflammatory response. So I want you to be aware of that, because I know in myself that I actually can't eat very much avocado at all. It has a really serious impact on my digestive system, and I end up with an irritable bowel situation. So you might be the same. So all of these smashed avs on toast, things that we talk about all of the time, people going out for brekkie and having a smashed avo, a lot of people have pain afterwards and they don't know why they're having pain. It's because of this histamine surge that's happening in the body after you've eaten avocado. So just be aware of that. If that happens to you, have a look at how much avocado you're actually eating and maybe try less. Okay, that's tip number 1. Number 2, lift heavy shit, right? You need to be going to the gym or have some weights at home or wherever that might be and start lifting weights. Okay, so think about from a primal, tribal perspective, the men would be going out hunting, they would kill an animal, they would carry it back, they'd be lifting heavy stuff, constantly, building things, creating things, pulling things down, moving things, right? But a lot of us have office jobs. We're sitting at a desk. We're not lifting things. We need to actually get those muscles moving, because exercise increases your testosterone. And not only that, you're going to feel amazing. Yeah. So testosterone is needed for building muscles. And the more that this gets signaled to the body and the more that you're working your muscles, the more testosterone that you're going to produce, and you're going to make bigger muscles. Yay. Plus, I just might add that I am a total arm girl. So I'm just going to throw that out there. So, guys, arms. Woohoo. What are you going to do? I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just keeping it real. Number 3. Manage your stress. Yeah. You have to deal with the stuff that's bothering you. Join a men's group and get tribal with your chats. Men need to be able to be men. Yeah. In a healthy and supportive environment. So if that resonates with you, there are men's retreats happening around Perth all the time. I literally just had Jason Bart on the podcast a couple of weeks ago talking about his men's retreat. There are so many opportunities for you to go and dip your toe in this water and find out some more information, because it's good to get primal. It's good to be around other men. The same thing for women. It's amazing for us to be around a community of women as well. Okay, so men need to be able to be around men, this somatic and energetic embodiment that will allow you to release the beast within and get primal. Yeah, so if you need direction here, or you're unsure of where to go and source a good person, who's going to actually allow you to step into a safe container, please reach out to me and I will tell you exactly who I recommend to be amazing beings to hold you in a safe container. All right. Number 4, sunshine. Okay, you need the sun. Okay, it's crucial to your mental, physical, and energetic health. So I want you to learn how to use the sun and increase this vitamin D that's happening in your body. You need it for your immune system. You need it for your holistic health. This should be on the top of your priority. If you're unsure on how to use the sun, and I bang on about the sun all the time, again, you guys must be getting so sick of me talking about the sun, right? But I do it for a reason, and I do it with passion because it's so crucial, it's so important, and it's free to step outside and use the sun. But if you don't know how to use the sun, you need to download the D-Minder app. Okay, so then it tells you how long, when, what the UV is, all of these things. It tells you everything, when to get out of the sun, when to go into the sun, okay, and for how long. So download that app, make it easy on yourself so you're not guessing and then you're going out for too long and getting burnt. That's not the point. Yeah, you shouldn't be getting burnt at all. There shouldn't be a case where you were in the sun and you've gotten red and you're peeling and you're burning and you're in pain. That's not using the sun properly. Okay, you should be able to get out there at the right times of day for the right amount of time and actually utilize the sun in the best way possible. Now, sunshine and testosterone are directly related to each other. Okay, so we've got plenty of studies around this that show that vitamin D deficiency can lower your testosterone levels. Okay, so they're completely correlated. They're very much entwined together. So a healthy amount of sunshine is very good for your testosterone levels. And I'm a massive advocate for the light. You need it. I want you to learn how to use it. If nothing else, okay, learn how you as a human is directly connected to the sun. Okay, all right. Number 5, you need zinc. Oh, wow. So zinc is just so crucial to fertility in men and women, especially at the time of fertilization when the egg and sperm collide. And I talk a lot about this from a female context with my workshops and things, but it's equally important for men to have their zinc as well. You need your zinc. Okay, so at the moment of conception, and if you haven't actually heard of this before, there is a quantum moment that happens, a quantum power, okay, that happens. And you can check this out by listening to Dr. Courtney Hunt, who does morning or evening podcast chats every single day. Okay, she will tell you all about the importance of zinc. And zinc is going to help you with your infertility. If that's something that your levels are low and this needs to be addressed, then have a chat with your healthcare provider, have a chat with your doctor, have a chat with that person who's working with you and work out if your zinc is at the right level. Okay, so zinc picolinate is the most absorbable zinc on the market. Okay, zinc picolinate. It's the best. It's the most absorbable by the gut. It is the one that's going to actually work and get your levels up as quickly as it possibly can. So check this with your healthcare provider. All right. Number 6, put down the phone. Oh my God, how hard is this, right? I'm struggling with it myself. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's getting towards the end of the year and some of my things have gone out the window and I'm just about to start like my own process of coming back in line, because putting your phone down and getting yourself away from these bloody distractions and this blue light, because this blue light is messing with your hormones and there's just no other way of explaining this. So you got to switch off your phone, okay? And switching it to night mode is not the answer, okay? People are spending hours on their phone and the light that is coming, the radiation that's coming from that phone is doing serious damage, okay? Not to mention at nighttime, this is a great opportunity for you to get busy with your significant other, right? So why waste your time on your phone? Go to the bedroom or the couch or wherever it is that you guys want to have some fun time together and do that, okay? There's so many other things that you could be doing. So if you want to, increase your testosterone level, put down the phone, get some sleep, okay? Get a good quality night's sleep. And that is actually going to help your morning testosterone skyrocket, okay? This is an optimal time for men to actually have sex is in the morning, because your testosterone level is actually higher in the morning than it is in the evening. So use that to your advantage, especially if you're looking to conceive. This is the time you need to be doing that. All right. Number 7, alcohol. Okay, so again, simple studies out there, plenty of studies out there showing that excess alcohol decreases testosterone. Okay, simple. Okay, so stop drinking maybe during the week, cut it down holistically. Maybe see how good you feel when you've done that and just do it at social events or just every now and then. Tap into what works for you. Because unfortunately we have a culture in Australia and, other places around the world, so other listeners who are listening from all around the world, where this Western culture where it's okay for us to have a lot of alcohol. I'm just going to say in Australia, it's probably worse in Australia, right? I'm guessing. I'm just making an assumption. Yeah. So we have this culture where it's pretty common for a lot of people to drink alcohol pretty much every night, and not just 1 glass, but 2 or 3 glasses. And that's not doing your body any good. At the end of the day, it's not good for us. Yeah, it's super toxic. So if you want to start feeling better, if you want to get your energy levels back, if you want to get your sleep back, okay, if you want to lower your toxins, if you want your liver to be working efficiently, you don't want to be waking up between the hours of 2 and 4 a.m. because you're having nightmares. Alcohol is a common denominator in all of those issues. Yeah, low energy, not sleeping well, waking up in the middle of the night, okay, feeling sluggish the next day. Okay, and lastly, xenoestrogens. Okay, what are xenoestrogens? These are fake synthetic estrogens, so lady hormones, yeah, that are found in everything now. Gosh, it's just crazy. So I want you to watch out for these. Skincare, cleaning products, perfumes. Oh my gosh, there are xenoestrogens in so many things. Find out more information. I have a whole episode dedicated to xenoestrogens. And the reason I do that is because we need to know where they are and how to find them and how to get rid of them. Yeah, because they are messing with people's hormones big time. So that's it. That is my 8 tips on how you can increase your testosterone, and hopefully some of those things are going to help you. And I would love to know your feedback. Maybe you can implement some of those, do a blood test, do some of those things, do another blood test or a saliva test, and let me know how you go. I would love to know this information. And, ladies, partners, gentlemen, if you have family or friends that you feel as though would benefit from this information, please share it. It's free information, okay? I do this with love. There is nothing else that I do, more so than this podcast with love, but I do it with so much love for you guys because I want you to have all of this information and I want you to be the best version of yourself that you possibly can be in this lifetime. So share it with your family and friends. Upcoming events. Check out these men's retreats that are happening in your community. Okay, touch base with these. Maybe you can't make the one happening right now, but there are always more coming up. Okay, there's more and more and more of them, which is so amazing. And so I would encourage you to seek out men, to become part of a tribe, become part of a community where you can be your true and authentic self. Step into that space. Yeah. All right, everybody. So thanks for listening. If you've enjoyed this chat, please leave a 5-star review or a little rating. I would deeply appreciate that. Share it with your family and friends. But until next time, stay safe and see you later.
The information, views and opinions expressed on this podcast should not be used or treated as a substitute for nutritional, medical, psychological or other advice by a qualified medical health professional. Hosts and guests on the podcast express their own opinions, experiences and conclusions. And nothing on the podcast should be used to diagnose, treat, cure or prevent any medical conditions. The podcast is not intended to replace any medical or mental health treatment. All information and advice provided is for general well-being and does not take individual cases into consideration. Neither Tracey Saltis, guests on the podcast, or any sponsors endorse the opinions, views or conclusions expressed or shared on the podcast. Tracey Saltis takes no responsibility for any symptoms or consequences as a direct or indirect result of this podcast.